I'm sitting here with Joe Miller. Most of you guys know him from ESL TV, also a frequent user on our website. So most people know you made a bet with Carmac going into the European Finals here about Sahara, and it's definitively over for you. They're not gonna advance, which means tomorrow we can expect you one half or an entire match.
One half.
One half.
Well, it depends. If I'm feeling good, then maybe I go for the whole match. I'm not sure yet.
Before you did the bet, did you ever look at the group, or was it just?
Yeah, of course I looked at the group. I mean, that whole bet came from watching them play online, and watching them play online, and I was just really impressed. So I was like, yeah, they're going to be my tip. Unfortunately, didn't quite work out. I mean, they had so many match points against Mouse Sports. They could have beat MYM. I think if they'd have beaten Mouse Sports, then they probably would have gone on and beaten MYM as well. But bit of a fail bet, actually.
Looking a bit on the results here in Kiev, are there any particular results you're really surprised about?
Well, of course, this morning MYM beating SK, which was kind of random, but I talked to Get Right afterwards, and he was like, yeah, don't really know what happened, like first game of the day, but I don't know. I mean, that's could cost SK. If they lose now against FX, they are out. Yeah, so I don't know. The thing is, everyone expected SK to instantly be good here, but actually, you know, they're a new lineup and they need some time as well. So
a lot of people have been saying about the recent roster changes in Sweden that SK has this amazing lineup on paper.
yeah.
Yesterday we saw a Fnatic team who on paper was a lot weaker, but they managed to defeat Navi. What is your opinion about these two new teams?
Well, Fnatic, actually, I mean, you've got the core there with Khan and DSN, who, you know, people say they're still great. Some people say, you know, they're getting too old and things aren't working for them anymore. Then you've got, you know, three young, amazing talents. I think, given the right time, I'm not sure if they can be the Fnatic of, you know, that we know from, you know, 2010, 2009, the great Fnatic teams. But I guess time will tell. But SK, yeah, like you say, on paper you can make a dream team, but in reality sometimes it doesn't quite work out for you. I mean, when you look at Navi, when you read the news that, okay, this is the new Navi team, you didn't say, look at that for a dream team, they're going to dominate. In fact, I'd like to see the original news post when they formed and see what the comments were like, because I'm pretty sure no one ever imagined them to do what they're doing.
Actually, there was one guy who said this team will dominate in 2010.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
zero gravity or what?
Actually not. So another question, you've been casting a long time alone. If you had to pick one guy in the entire world who could co-commentate with you, who would you pick?
It's a tough one, actually. There's so many. The thing is, I get to cast with so many different people. I casted with Wally before, with Khan, with Threat, Get Right, with Thorin, for example, and everyone offers something different. I've not really got someone, you know, who's perfect, I'd say, for what I'd like. I mean, for me, of course, Wally was an amazing caster. He obviously knows the game. He can read the game brilliantly. You know, that was kind of his job in his team, and that's why he can really offer so much insight. But you've also got to have for me, the person that I can joke around with as well, which some guys, they can tell you every little fact ever, but when it comes to the, you know, the downtime, if you like, where it is just a bit more free flowing and not just about the game, then they can't offer you that kind of banter back and forth. So it's right now, I'd say Wally's the best I've ever had. Right next to me, casting, I think EPS Scandinavia Season 2 Finals or whatever it was. No, Season 1 Finals at Inferno Online. We casted there and that was brilliant, but I think for CBIT, for the World Championship Finals, we'll be trying somebody new, who I can't announce yet because it's not official or anything, but a guy who's got tons and tons of experience in Europe and across the world and has great English, so hopefully that'll work out. But I mean, in Cologne, I'm casting alone constantly, and I'd rather cast alone than cast with someone who doesn't know the game properly. I mean, I'm no perfect expert, you know. I don't never ever pretend to be that, but I hope people, you know, they enjoy the cast at least. They can analyze the game themselves. So I'd rather have someone who knows the facts and can offer me the knowledge rather than another entertaining guy who doesn't know about the game so much. Like I had with Too Good. In CS, you know, he could tell me about stuff that was going on, but of course the knowledge about the background of the teams and stuff like that, of course he couldn't offer it because he's never been in the CS scene. So basically what I'm trying to sum up, with a kind of long random rant, it's got to be someone, probably an ex-player, who also can really have a joke and is really natural in front of the camera. The game I casted the DreamHack final with Threat was really awesome as well. But also, you know, I've had some players who I'd be like, oh, never again, because there was no chemistry there.
So you lost your bet with Carmac, obviously. Now I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself a bit. Who's going to win this event? A beer is on stake.
You know what? I was going to say Navi at the start of this event because, you know, well, team of 2010, obvious choice, home soil, and the teams that they're facing here or are new lineups, you know, SK, Fnatic, okay, Lions kind of bringing Gux in, but they've all played with Gux before. I'm going to say NTW.
Bummer, you picked the team I was going to pick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I'm going to go with Fnatic then.
Okay.
And we'll settle this on Sunday and see who's the winner.
Yeah.
Good.
And a beer, no nakedness, just a beer for this one. Okay.
Proof is here.
Got the hand.
Okay, thanks for your time.
No problem.